You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Snowy Radio, launched November 1st. I've been jamming to some Christmas tunes already, and you can too at snowyradio.com.
That's great sponsors this year, too, and it's fantastic. That
Awesome
people,
sponsors.
to make it so that we can, oh my goodness, I almost went into like an NPR promotion. It's sponsors like you that make programming like this
A big
possible.
thank you to Chantel Olson, broker associate at Maristar Real Estate. Sioux Falls. Roger Costa Jr. with Wilcoxon Insurance. Adam and the crew at ServPro Sioux Falls. And of course, we couldn't do any of this without our friends at Sunny Radio. Oh, and I guess we got a new one on there, Cricket Wireless.
Cricket Wireless. Sign up, yeah.
And hey, Sonny listener, if you donate now.
We should do a fund drive, even though we don't need the funds. We should just do one.
Hand out cheap, tacky totes.
Call now and you'll get a pair of Heidi underwear.
There you go. Thanks for the $1,000. Here's your $2 tote. Come on. If we don't do it, who will?
I just want to talk in that tone all day long.
I do too. I kind of dig it.
It is kind of fun.
Telethon.
Thank you for listening. What do you have for us today, Dan?
Holy cow. Not only is it Wednesday, which we'll get to in just a little bit, but some big birthdays today. I always loved Charles Bronson.
Oh, yeah.
I think I first picked up a whiff of Charles Bronson in one of the finest Westerns ever, the original Magnificent Seven.
Oh, yeah.
Great, great movie. He was also in The Dirty Dozen, another one of my favorite movies.
Later, Death Wish.
Did the Death Wish franchise, which Bruce Willis tried bringing back, but I think they only did one of them.
Yeah, and it didn't go over as well.
No.
Not as much of a Death Wish later, as there was back then.
Yeah, if you're going to do a Death Wish, I mean, come on, let's go, right? None of this wishy-washy Death Wish.
Yeah, kind of Death Wish.
Stuart Goddard is 67. Okay, $4 million, you guys.
Ooh, I know this
Stuart
too.
Goddard.
So I know who this is.
You're doing, I've heard the name and I cannot for the life of me think of who it is.
He's 67
Patrick Stewart?
today. Goody two shoes. Adamant. Adamant. Birthday today, along with
You were.
Roseanne Barr is, holy cow, 69.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And, ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Japan, you know him, you love him, Godzilla is 67 today.
Oh, wow. Godzilla's only 2 years younger than Roseanne.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Godzilla's 67.
I guess I thought he was older than that. That's
Me too.
interesting.
You'd think he would, being, prehistoric and whatnot.
Right.
But I don't know. I can only go by the information that I find, and if it's on the internet, you know it's true.
So Roseanne could literally say she's 2 years older than Godzilla.
Because she can.
To the day.
That's awesome.
And Adamant shares a birthday with them. So
There you go.
it was 1913. Golly, we were young, just toddlers, really. The first modern elastic brassiere is patented in New York by socialite Mary Phelps Jacob. Who strolled into the room and said, "Do you like my boobs?"
Everybody else was using burlap sacks or what?
They lifted. I think they just staple them down or something.
Staple them
Railroad spikes. I don't know what they did. I wasn't there.
Some wicker. I'm not sure.
But you know what? And I'm just going to say it as a guy. I mean, women have too many parts, and I don't care anymore.
It's hard to keep up, even for us.
It just is. It's way too complicated. I dealt myself out years ago. I'm fine. It's 1952. Clarence Birdseye. Yes, you do recognize the last name.
Frozen foods.
Yes, markets his first frozen vegetable. What do you think that was?
Corn.
Nope.
Beans.
Peas.
Peas.
The least favorite of everyone.
Yeah, his first run at it. Peas. And in 1956, the 1939 classic, Wizard of Oz, is televised for the first time on CBS. And me, when I was growing up, that became an annual event, man.
When I was a kid, it was too.
In the fam. It was a big deal.
I have never been a fan.
Yeah.
I think I've watched it all the way through only one time.
Heidi, what do you hate more, Wizard of Oz or the Beatles?
It's a toss-up.
Because she's not a fan of either.
She's not, which
Or
is really
cats.
kind of cool. She's such a rebel.
She is. She doesn't like cats, the Beatles, or the Wizard of Oz.
Or essential oils.
Or essential oils, as we found out
Well,
today.
you just lost 35% of the audience over that one.
If you would have been in this production meeting earlier, you would have been as stunned as John and I were when that came flying across the bow.
Not prepared for that.
Holy cow. But yeah, that first televised thing, they made a big deal out of it. In fact, it was hosted as a huge special event. It was hosted by Burt Lauer, who was the Cowardly Lion in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, Judy Garland starred,
Yeah.
right? As her then 10-year-old daughter, Liza Minnelli,
Oh, yeah.
helped present that film for the first time on television.
Oh, how
Nice.
cute is that?
Yeah, there you go. Golly darn it, that was fun. I know, you know, we all know, and we can just forge ahead.
Going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by snowyradio.com.
Snowy.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Wednesday?
Came across an article on how kids today, well, not kids, but 20-somethings, I guess, late teens and 20s, the whole world of dating is just completely upside down from, I'm sure, as we understood
Right.
it. And it was basically a national survey. It's like, you know, how do you do this, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's all kinds of dating apps out there now.
Yep.
When it comes to the world of dating, number one, it's nothing. A huge percentage of the younger generation has no problem dating multiple people at the same time. In fact, up to 6 people at once.
That's
Okay.
so there's a limit.
Dating.
6 is the limit.
Well, apparently 6 is the high number, but when asked, would you date up to half a dozen people at a time? Yeah, I don't really have a problem with that. Ain't no big deal. What's interesting is how things
old-fashioned.
break out. What we used to think about chivalry. You open doors
Yes.
for the lady. You pull the chair out for the lady at dinner. You pick up the tab if you're the guy on
Yep.
those first dates. That's almost kind of not even a
gonna change.
50-50 split anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, more women say, well, why should the guy pay my tab?
Yeah.
It's like almost 60% of young females are going, nah, I float my own boat, thank you very much.
But you got to think about if you're heading out on a blind date with somebody you've never met before. Dating is completely different. I mean, you're meeting somebody
what we're
online.
talking about.
Yeah. So it's bizarre.
Yeah, and it comes down to partners. A lot of them have no interest in getting married whatsoever. And if they do, literally 57% of the females said, yeah, it's perfectly cool for the woman to pop the question.
Oh yeah, that makes me uncomfortable.
That's a huge percentage.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, so things have changed a lot.
I mean, I'm
Almost-
totally cool with a girl asking a guy out, but I think that particular question,
almost
should probably
60%.
come from the man.
Young woman, almost 40% of people currently dating younger folks, almost 40% have declared they have absolutely no interest in having children.
Wow.
A huge percentage have no interest in even getting married anymore.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just
that's
kinda
really
weird, isn't it?
sad.
Kind of weird. And I'd get into like, you know, the sex thing, but I'm just not comfortable with that. I'm just not.
Oh, wow. That just makes me sad. Okay. Well,
Well, I'll put it to you this way. According to this survey, when it comes to sexual activity, there's a reason the free clinics are going gangbusters.
this is true.
Oh, wow.
Yikes.
There's a whole lot of stuff going on. Huh?
There doesn't seem to be a lot of care or concern for actually building what we would consider a really strong foundational relationship, man. It's just
That's really sad.
kind of use them and toss them or something,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
that's too bad.
which is really kind of weird to me.
That is
But-
very weird.
Lots of things are weird to
that's
me.
probably why our emotional and mental health problems are so high right now too, because there's no, I don't know.
Well, listen to this. It's almost an even split. 44 to 56%, whatever. 44% female, 56% male. Actually having intimate relations on the first date.
Whoa!
Yeah, over half the men are fine with that, and almost half the young
Holy
ladies.
cow!
That one kind of blew me away too.
Hopefully they find each other, those half that are both into that.
Jeepers. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, what are you going to do? Whoops. That's true. All right.
Bless you.
Save that. Thanks. That's me. Found that interesting. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I found it very interesting as well. That is why we refer to this as Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Farris, what do you have for us today? We got stuff chiming.
You're just coming off the rails at a breakneck pace. It's pretty.
So what do you have for us today?
It's pretty
Got
great.
some good stuff.
Well, it is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
And this is a big deal. This kind of cuts a couple ways now. Number one, we're going to give away a fantastic state-of-the-art oil change from our good friends at Tire Motive up on North Marion Road.
Nice.
And now, starting right now, this will be the third consecutive year for the entire month of November. Every single oil change they do at Tire Motive, portion of that oil change, the money involved, will go to Big Paws Canine
Oh, I
Foundation,
love it when they do this.
which is a fantastic organization. They get dogs ready with at-risk and injured veterans, service dogs, some of the best service animals on the planet. They do just an amazing job, and it ain't free to get it done. So, get your car ready for winter, you need an oil change, check up whatever Tire Motive now,
Fantastic.
and you got a win-win-win going on. That's all there is to it.
Love it.
All right, free tire, oil change rather, to Rebecca Hargan. Rebecca.
Woo!
Yeah.
80s slow clap. 80s movies with slow claps.
I'm not sure how this works.
It sounds like a regular clap the way we were just doing it.
In the round. Clapping in the round here.
It's fantastic. Tire Motive, that's why, I've only encountered one service tech that's just a little better than the folks at Tire Motive, and I want to do a shout out to God for healing my Mustang this past weekend.
Oh, that was amazing.
That's
yeah.
right.
Not just throwing it out there
Divine
random.
intervention.
It's a pretty incredible story. So yeah. Hey, Mike, Darren, the guys, I'm not trying to slight you. But God fixed the Stang, and I didn't even get an invoice.
Very cool.
Pretty crazy. So there you go. What are we looking at? This is huge news. Argus leader pretty much stick the fork in
Oh.
after over. Did you guys not see this?
No,
I
what's
didn't.
going on?
I thought something was going on because the other day I was going down Minnesota in the corner
Okay.
of, what is it, Minnesota and 10, whatever it is, the corner that the Argus Leader
Right,
building has been
right, right.
forever and ever and ever and ever. And I saw a cameraman out there shooting from across the street, and I don't recall what station, doesn't matter. I thought, why are they just standing there shooting the building? Because there was nothing going on. There
Right.
was no accident. Then I trip across the story. Sioux Falls Argus Leader newspaper announced Monday of this week they're shutting down their facility.
So what?
Oh.
What does that
Shutting
mean?
her down. That closure will be effective next month, about a month from today. In fact, December 5th.
So no newspaper then, or they're just closing the facility?
I'm not real clear on that. The Argus Leader, this is the story. Argus Leader printing operations, along with those of the Aberdeen American News, which has been around forever too, very familiar with that paper, Farm Forum, and the Watertown Public Opinion, will all be will be centralized out of Des Moines, Iowa.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all a consolidation thing. So I guess there still will be an Argus Leader, but it's
Not
coming
gonna
out
be
of
here.
coming out of Des Moines. Well, yeah, because you have that huge building now over there in the corner, and they literally, I think there are 24 employees left in that building from their heyday.
Yeah.
Argus parent company, of course, Gannett.
Yeah. USA Today and all that.
Yeah, and there it is, stated that the 24 or so people currently working press room will be allowed to seek employment elsewhere in the organization or will receive severance.
Wow.
So that's something else. Now consider this. I remember now. I've been in media in this town since 1987,
Yeah.
and for my goodness, back let's just say 30 years ago,
Sure.
which was not that long ago, the Argus Leader owned not just this city but this state.
Yeah.
Right.
They literally had, no kidding, up to 80% plus of all of the ad revenue
Yeah.
Right.
in this county. I mean, it was massive. It was a money machine.
Yeah.
And
Times change,
look
man.
what's happened, man, with
So
data
there
and
is still
internet
going to be an Argus. They will still need staff here to be able to cover the stories, I would assume.
or get it delivered or something. But
No, but I mean, as far as reporters or whoever
Some,
cover,
but it just won't be the same.
right?
You don't need a giant building like that.
Independent
for 20
contractors, probably, I would assume,
I
working
don't
from
know.
home.
People. We're assuming a lot. I don't
Wow, interesting.
that newspaper was founded in 1857.
know. When was it losted?
Today.
Now,
I guess that's the answer.
So
Well,
yeah, I thought
thank
that
you for
was
that, Dan.
that was huge.
That is.
Yeah,
huge.
that is.
You know who I blame? Jody Schwan and Pigeon 605.
You know what? You're right.
It's her fault.
Well, she's still got my high school letter jacket.
I know, that's crazy.
So, time to move on, Jody. Just like the jacket back. If I find it at Savers, we're going to have words.
Oh boy, Dan, we got some news, good stuff to get to here in a bit.
I like to think so, John.
We've got we're going to be doing something really fun here. We do it every week on Wednesdays. We have your Back to the Basics in Healthcare update from Balanced Life Chiropractic on the way next.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. Bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic. We got Dr. Harley. How you doing?
Good morning, John. I'm doing great.
It's the most stressful time of the year. It's like getting close to Christmas, and this is when the stress kicks in and people are stressed out because of the holidays, but also just because the weather changes. Stress can lead to a lot of other health issues, right?
Definitely stress can, cause a lot of health problems. We're coming off of Halloween, big candy holiday, all of the chemical stress, all of the sugar going in your body, and now
People cleaning out those candy buckets, making sure that all the good ones get eaten.
the candy police, aka Dad, right?
Exactly.
So now we're looking at Christmas, and I've actually been talking to a couple patients this morning, just are you November 1st, it's Christmas, or is it, Friday after Thanksgiving is Christmas? And either way, Christmas is less than 2 months away now.
Yeah.
So
you're going to start seeing Christmas lights going up, and the stores, they've been celebrating since July. So, but Christmas is here for the rest of us now.
Yeah. So looking at the financial stress of it, the emotional stress of planning for holidays, the physical stress of putting up your decorations or taking down your Halloween decorations,
Or going to the store.
Yeah, a lot of different things going on. And of course, the weather's getting colder. So now we're getting environmental stress. So it's easy to get sick and tired. And, so biggest thing is just, make sure you're taking care of yourself. One, start planning financially so you're not paying for all your gifts the day before.
Yeah.
And, start making a budget, start time managing, when you need to go do this, when you need to go to get this. You make sure you're eating healthier, drinking lots of water. I was talking about should be drinking about half your body weight in ounces, or at least 64 ounces of water up to half your body weight, all those different things. And, if you're I already have all these problems and now stress is making them worse, what can I do? Get some help. Seek a chiropractor, for example, right?
I suggest Balanced Life Chiropractic.
Yeah. So we have some technology actually that we use in our office that helps us determine where the stress is in your body. So we're being a little more technically advanced too. So making sure that we're knowing exactly where your problems are stemming from. So when we're adjusting, we're helping get rid of the root cause of the problem.
And that's really cool. I love it though when you guys you touched it on me. It said overload. John is covered in stress. No, it didn't really.
Not quite like that. Yeah, no.
No, but it is really neat because then you can look and see, hey, we got an issue here and here and here. Instead of guessing your way through it, you can actually go to work on the places that need the attention.
Yeah, being more specific, helping de-stress the body, help calm the nervous system down, keeping you and your family healthier, and living your best life.
That's awesome. If somebody listening is going, hey, I want to live my best life, how do they get a hold of Balanced Life Chiropractic?
They can give us a call at 605-215-1785. Shoot us a message on Facebook at Balanced Life Chiropractic.
You can also find them online, balancedlifesd.com.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out. Just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
And it's time right now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for news with Dan Farris.
We're not shoe leather. Slamming my fist on desk. Demanding answers. That's what I do. John, Heidi, what dark, oh so dark days are these in Sioux Falls?
Oh, what's going on?
Very, very dark. Dateline Sioux Falls SD. Sioux Falls man's dream of owning his own business came to a screeching halt Sunday morning. After only being, and I remember when they announced the opening of this business, I thought, well, that's pretty cool. That's kind of funny. I could probably be down with that. About a month in operation, hit-and-run driver crashed into his food truck, causing literally tens of thousands of dollars in damage. It was just after 3 o'clock Sunday morning, which is Halloween night, right? Crash was so violent, a neighbor called 911 reporting an explosion.
Holy cow.
No.
Brian Kruger had parked his sloppy wiener food truck on West 5th Street for the night. Police say a 29-year-old hooligan ran into the big black food truck, then took off. Police arrested the man about 40 minutes later. According to Sam Clemens, Sioux Falls Police, close personal friend of mine, although I've never met him, the driver of a minivan, the scourge of the American roadway, driver of a minivan, a Plymouth Voyager no less, had struck a couple of different vehicles in the area, then left on foot. Officers were able to cuff and stuff him. Damage to the food truck, and everything was new. I mean, the thing was gorgeous. Police estimate damage at about $26,000. Brian had put every dime he had into this thing. And he was new to the food truck scene, but he was catching some pretty good vibe, got some pretty good press. And I mean, really, that name, Sloppy Wiener, come on.
I kind of love it.
I wasn't going to stop at Sloppy Wiener. You know, I would have. We've just gotten into business, and now it looks like it's pretty much trash. They have set up a GoFundMe page.
And as opposed to they don't, it was a hit and run, so they don't even know who it was, do they? Or did they find him?
They did. They caught the guy.
Okay, so did he have insurance?
I don't know. I'm an investigative reporter. Doesn't mean I look at details.
That's unfortunate.
No, but something like this, the perp,
Right.
you know, driving a minivan, Plymouth Voyager, no less, hit and run, whatever, and drunk driving on top of it,
right,
and completely destroying the Sloppy Wiener food truck. I think the full extent of the law is in order here. You know, South Dakota does have the death penalty.
We do.
But we haven't used it since, oh my goodness, it was just a couple of years ago, November 4th, 2019.
It's about time.
2 full years. Time to blow the dust off that gurney and light up those IVs. Let's go. Hey, who wants to do some quick sports? Anybody?
I do.
Brought to you by Bert and the crew at Hockey Headquarters, perfectly nestled right there in the Sanford Sports Complex. This is hard hitting. If you follow sports like I do, this was one of those things where I didn't see it coming. I mean, I didn't. I was pretty well shocked. Controversial rule governing women's uniforms in beach handball has finally been changed following a tsunami of backlash. International Handball Federation has officially changed the rules governing women's uniforms following a huge outcry from the global sporting community. Back in July, Norway's women's beach handball team, and I remember watching this match,
Sure you did.
was fined, and the first thing I thought is, why are they're wearing shorts, for goodness gracious? They're wearing bicycle shorts. What's up with this? Instead of regulation bikini bottoms. That was in a game against Spain, who I am not a fan of. The European Handball Federation, or EHF, handed down a ruling over the improper clothing in that contest and actually fined the team.
Really?
For wearing shorts?
For wearing shorts instead of the regulation bikini bottoms.
Okay.
So now they've come out and said, hey, you know what, ladies, you can wear stuff like the guys do, which are kind of bicycle shorts and the top. So that is the new ruling. So I just got to say, hey, International Handball Federation, you've just lost a fan.
Wow.
From the sunny 93.3 News Desk, I'm Dan Farris, reminding you, if it's news, It's news to me. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. Equities continue to melt upward on better than expected earnings. Tuesday's list of reports included strong results from Clorox and Rockwell Automation, which also included a favorable outlook for earnings. The takeaway for investors and non-investors alike is that much of the earnings growth expected by the S&P 500 is due to inflation. The average S&P 500 company has engaged in multiple price hikes since the start of the year, and more are on the way. The FOMC is meeting today and will release the latest policy statement this afternoon. There's a high expectation the Fed will announce the start of tapering and may also indicate a faster pace of tapering than what the market was expecting. With inflation apparently running rampant, it's a wonder the FOMC has not already begun to taper. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.